This is about your doggone personal freedom. You need to be able to get up when you want to get up. Go to bed when you want to go to bed. Drive what you want to drive. Live what you want to live. This is about your personal freedom. So I need you to write it down. For real, I need you to write it down. Every week I try to go here. Write it down, write it down, write it down. I'm at Team 1 Chevrolet. I think it's in Charlotte, Michigan. I got an older white male. He's probably in his 60s, maybe, right? And my man says to me, you know, like, I heard what you said, E.T., but how do you sustain it? I'm like, okay, say it. I'm like, all right, say it again, because I want to make sure I'm hearing what you're saying. He like, you talk about going 120. You talk about going hard. You talk about having what you want, being what you want, do what you want. Okay, I get it. But how do you sustain it? I'm thinking, is that a real question? I said, listen to me very closely. How did I start this whole presentation off? He said, write down the people's name that you love. I said, duh, if you waking up every day and think about your wife, duh, how do you not sustain it? If you wake up every day and you looking at your son, how do you not sustain it? You think I'm gonna put my kid's life in the hand of some other man? You think that's my role as a father? You think my role is to allow my kids to come here and pay all this money, go to school and do everything they did, and now they gotta go beg somebody else for a job? That's not my role or responsibility. I sustain it? What do you mean? How do you not sustain it? I'll ask you, why are you not pumped up? Why you have days off? I'm asking you why you get 70%. You don't love nobody? Is there not somebody that you don't love more than yourself? Is there not somebody you waking up for? Is it not somebody you grinding for? Somebody told me that they get distracted easy. Let me tell you something. The reason why you getting distracted easy because you don't got 8 or 9 things you wake up to every single day and say, I gotta go get that. Many of you are getting distracted because you don't have something that's stronger than a distraction. You need something stronger than a distraction. You're getting distracted with parties. You're getting distracted with smoking. You're getting distracted with drinking. You're getting distracted with sleeping. You're getting distracted with video games. Why? Because the video game is stronger than your goal. I tell my homies all the time, bro, if it ain't got nothing to do with y'all be playing, I'm like, if it ain't about the money, you just singing it. I'm for real. Nope. Don't be blowing me up. Yeah. I want to read something to you. Make sure you get this book, The Motivational Manifesto. I was like, all right. So I'll be real. I read 2 pages. Fire. Oh, it's one of the best books I've ever read in my life. Fire. You know what I'm saying? Being real, I was like, this is a powerful book. He said, why only 2 pages? I need to apply what I read. Some of y'all just want to be like walking around, you deep. I've read 20, oh, of course I read that book. How much have you applied? I read 2 pages. I was like, I'm through. I threw the book down like, give me 2 sentences. Can you do that for me this summer? Go buy 12 books, read 2 sentences and apply it. And see, don't you be deeper than the dude that got 150 books in his room and he not doing nothing with. So I want to read this part to you because I thought it was deep. Humankind's main motivation. This is why you should be getting pumped up every day, is to seek and experience 2 things. Seek and experience personal freedom. Woo! That's what you're supposed to be doing every day. So, but my daughter was in elementary school, right? And what happened was, you know, Jada was serious about her academics, right? And so she would win these awards, academic awards, and they would be during the day. The school would do it because it's a school, right? So they do it 10 o'clock in the morning. Now come on, if you're a child and your parent is in the room, when they call your name and you get the certificate, somebody tell me what you do when your parent is in the room. You look for your parent. They call your name, Jada Thomas, academic award, you go and play. So I go, you know what I'm saying? I want to go see my baby girl, get her thing, take pictures, be able to let folks know, you know, my girl doing her, you know what I'm saying? It's an apple over my eye, she doing her thing, right? And I had a boss who said to me, no, you cannot go. Now, first of all, like, that's cool, I'm going anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be respectful. I'm just being real, I'm trying to be respectful. I'm trying to fill out the paperwork you're supposed to fill out. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be, you know, like a good citizen, like they taught you when you was in elementary school. I'm trying to be a good citizen. They gonna tell me, no, you can't go. I'm like, you done lost your mind. I'll see you when I get back, and whatever you do, that's your business. But what they don't realize that day, what they did for me, when they told me as a grown man, I couldn't go see my daughter, I'm like, boom, count the days down. I'm out the days. And I never looked back since. Listen to me very closely before we leave this room today. This is not about school. This ain't about you getting no 4.0. This ain't about you getting no scholarships. This ain't about you graduating summa cum laude, magna cum laude. This is about your doggone personal freedom. You need to be able to get up when you want to get up. Go to bed when you want to go to bed. Drive what you want to drive. Live what you want to live. This is about your personal freedom. Give me his face. Stop being pissed off when somebody controlling your life because you let it. Stop whining. The land of the free, the home of the brave. And don't ever get it twisted. It's everybody's land. It ain't everybody's home. It's the home of the brave. It's the home of those that wake up and go get it. Ain't nobody about to give you your personal freedom. That ain't how they do it in America. Ain't nobody gonna hire you and say, look out for your health. They'll have you doing 60 hours a week. You'll lose your marriage working for some company. You'll never see your kids. If you're going to get your personal freedom, you gotta go get it. You gotta go earn it. They ain't giving it away. I'm a learner for real, like not just schoolwork. Like I just pay attention to everything. So I'm in Dubai and we did the podcast, but I didn't bring my computer with me because I promised my wife that it wasn't gonna be that kind of trip, right? So I'm like, if I bring my computer though, she gonna think it's gonna be that kind of trip, right? And we're gonna end up getting into it, right? So my wife was like, we're going to Dubai, we're going 2 weeks, you ain't doing no work. I'm like, bet, I got you, no computer. So I brought my little recorder though to do the podcast, and it's got like a SIM card like in it. And then you got to take that card, put that in the computer, and then you send it, right? So I was like, some kind of way, this Dubai, I heard about Dubai, it's supposed to be all that in the bag of chips. They got to have an Apple store. So I put my joint in there, right? And what was the problem? Like it fit, everything worked, but what was the problem with the store I was in? Okay, yep, but a connection, but what kind? No, it was a connection, internet connection, but it was what? It was weak. So I was sitting there for like 40 minutes. It was like 3%. I'm like, this ain't gonna work. My girl like, I thought we weren't going, you gonna want me, you doing no work. You were here for 40 minutes. I'm like, oh, this is okay, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, abandon ship, abort that boy. So I go to the concierge like, bro, I need to, and I listen to me. This is why I tell y'all for real, like, you can't be average and think you're gonna make your dreams become a reality and you're gonna be paid and you're gonna live life happy. It don't work like that. So I go to the first girl and she tell me what? She said, no, we don't know how. I'm like, all right. I go to the next young lady, she told me what? She can't do it. Now these were the two people, listen to me carefully. These were the two people who worked behind the desk. My man came out, my man was sitting on the side with a suit on. You thinking people just get jobs because they get jobs, right? That's what you thinking, right? But I went to the first person, she told me no. I went to the second girl, she told me no. My man with the suit on the back looking suave. My man said, what you need? I love it. Like, that's why my man getting paid more than they get paid. Listen to me very closely. When you graduate and you get a job, if you want to get paid, you never say no. You never say it can't get done. Don't you ever say out your mouth it can't get done. Even if you feel in your heart it can't get done, you don't say it out loud. You let the broke folks say that. You let the folks they firing first say that. You always say it can get done. Even if you don't think it can get done, just say it and try to make up something. I'm being real. Let me tell y'all something. When y'all graduate and y'all start working for folks and they can tell you just there to get paid, you're gonna be out of there quick. You don't take no ownership, you're gonna be out there quick. You're gonna be gone. Man walked out like, yo, what you need, bro? I was like, I got it, whatever. He's like, okay, we got a computer over there. He's selling it, but, so I don't know if you want your stuff on there, but if you don't mind your information being on the computer, it's all good. Go for it. I'm like, bet. My man talking to me in English, and it's a sweet English, but I could tell that ain't his first language though. He was from India, so he was rolling with me. But a couple of them I had to stop and hear what my man was saying. I was like, all right, boom, got it. So then I noticed that an older Indian man came in and he was flowing with homie. And then I noticed somebody that was from Dubai who spoke Arabic came in, and my man was, boom, answering their question. I'm like, my man, that's 3. I'm like, that's 3 right there. My man, just in a couple minutes, he did the English boy, got me what I wanted. He was talking to the older dude from India. An Arabic family came in. My man went boom, boom, boom. Then somebody Latino came in. My man started speaking Spanish. I was like, what is happening in front of me? Pulled my man to the side when it slowed down. I was like, homie, how many languages you speak? He said, I speak 6. I said, what school you go to when you was little? He told me. I was like, so they just teach all them languages? He's like, no, they only taught us 1 language in India. We don't learn 6. I was like, well, when you learn the other 4 or 5? He was like, oh, when I moved to Dubai 4 years ago. I was like, you learned 4 or 5 languages in 4 years? He was like, yeah. I was like, how? He's like, it's the only way you eat. He's like, if you only speak 1 language, you outside with like the masses, like in 180-degree weather. It's the desert. It's hot. He like, you out there with them And all they doing is building buildings. That's all they do. And you can see it, like when you leave a resort, you can see like buses in groves. And they on the buses in groves and they shipping them to do construction work. My man in the 5-star resort living live. I'm like, how do they live here? He's like, well, don't believe the hype. Everybody tell y'all how sweet it is, but most of them live in 6 to 7 to an apartment. But me and my roommate, we live together. I said, why? He said, we speak 4 languages, so we can work at the resort. Oh, y'all hear what I'm telling you? Don't be average. So I want you to ask yourself, and we're going through this, the problem with privilege. I want you to ask yourself, do you have a spirit of entitlement? You got dreams and goals, but you entitled. The problem I have with most kids, if I tell you what it takes, most of you will die of exhaustion. You'd pass out before you reach 10,000 hours. You don't got the heart for it. You don't have the stamina for it. You couldn't take what it really takes. What makes y'all stop, or what makes y'all tired, or what makes y'all angry, or what makes y'all frustrated? I'm just thinking if the slaves would have made it with this mentality that we have today. They was walking, y'all talking about, man, we got it hard while you on your Uber app. Just let me get that. Man, I'm having a rough day, bro, I promise you. They out here killing me. Yeah, I did. Boom, address, yeah, boom. All right, yeah, he'll be in 5 minutes. Let's keep complaining till my man get here. You Ubering, you ordering, like you complaining, you ordering Chipotle before you get there. You didn't place your order, walking in like, I can't believe it's just, they killing me. That's me, let me get that one. So all I'm saying is like, I'm not against you. I'm here because I love you and I want to see you succeed and I believe you can. But how do you learn 4 or 5 languages in 4 years? Because you have to. I just want you to get to a point where you work so hard that you can't get played. Listen to what I'm saying. You give 70% effort, the optimal that can come out of giving 70% energy is what? 70% outcome, that's it. So y'all gotta do me a favor, for real. I'm not playing. Like the energy y'all give off sucks. Like it ain't no other way for me to say it. It sucks. And I don't care about the energy you giving me right now. But if you taking this energy you giving me into the real world, you gonna be average. So when you get out of here, I'm talking about I need energy. You don't have to be the smartest person in the world, because sometimes when you're smart, people still don't notice you. People always notice what? Always. If you're not careful, you'll get electrocuted. You have to pay attention to energy and things that energize. That's all I'm asking you to do. I'm saying most of you are not successful, not because you have reached your highest level of success. You are not successful because you stopped focusing on it. You quit focusing on it. You got a job and then you just stop. You young, dream. Because when you get my age, you ain't got a lot of time to do it. There's a whole lot of responsibilities. You just can't wake up in the morning, just go walk in 30 minutes and just dream. You got bills. Do you know why I laugh when young people come to me and say, you know, E.T., man, I want to blow up in the speaking industry. And I say, I told one young man the other day, I said, let's just be honest. What you want is the life that I have now. You don't want to go through the life that I went through to get to the life that I have now. Let's be clear. You can have the life that I have. You can make the money I make or more if you want to. You can travel the world if you want to. But you cannot do this without the lifestyle. You can't do this getting up at 9 o'clock in the morning. This 3 o'clock. This some 3 o'clock grind. Look, I want to show you something. When you dream, you see this right here? When you dream, all your dreams come in wholes. You ever notice when you dream, they don't come in halves? Like, you ever notice that when you dream, you see the entire picture? You're like, I'm gonna be a doctor. I'm gonna be a surgeon. You got it all down pat. I'm gonna make $100,000 a year. I'm gonna get married. Like, you see how he look. You see the whole thing. When you dream and close your eyes, everything it's a whole. But in real life, the lifestyle ain't a symbol. And listen to me, I want you to dream. Why? Because energy comes from dreaming. Knowledge is good, but knowledge doesn't necessarily turn into something. When you have an imagination and you can see things, boom, that changed your whole life. So I want you to dream in the morning, in the afternoon, at night. I want you to dream. I'm not a Scrooge. I'm not telling you don't do it. But what I'm telling you is when you dream, you have to understand that it comes a symbol. Everything is there. But when you wake up, the lifestyle, somebody got to put that together. Somebody got to do something to make that happen. So as a student, you are in the last phase of dreaming. That's all I'm trying to tell you. I want you to dream. You a freshman, go for it. You a sophomore, go for it. You a junior, you got a little bit more time. If you are a senior, you should be no dreaming right now. No more dreaming. If you are a senior, dreaming is over. It's over. Like, I need specifics. What are you doing on Monday? What are you doing on Tuesday? What are you doing on Wednesday? You need to be very specific. It's time to put your pieces together of your puzzle. I put mine together. I put mine together. I put this life together. I made this happen. My father wasn't there for me. My mom worked at Ford. Nobody helped me to get here. I had to get up. I had to go to class. I had to read. I had to study. I had to write. I understood that the dream is real, but the lifestyle is realer. You see people on TV and you want to be that. No, it's real. Do you have what it takes when you sick to still play? You ready for that? You ready for the dream? You ready for the car? And what I hate about this generation, with the Snapchat and the Instagram, you can live something that you're not living. You can put it up there and fake it like you taking cruises. You taking a pic by somebody's car. You can fake it this generation like you got money when you don't. You can fake it on Instagram. But when I follow you home, let me follow you home what you got. Let me see what your house look like. Let me pull up the driveway and let me see what you really got. Take me to your bedroom. You in your friend's house, clown, acting like that's your house. Y'all don't realize how sick this generation is. It's sick. You can fake it like you got something that you don't. You can fake it like you got a life like you don't. But you gotta get your butt up and go take that LSAT. And you can't fake it when you take that test. Ain't no faking it when you take that test. Y'all fake. You want the lifestyle, but you don't want to earn it. You gotta earn it. If there's anything in life that you don't currently have right now, it's because of who you are and how you think. Come on, right now, you saying, E.T., man, you talking to me, man. I'm going through some type of pain. I'm ready to quit and give up. Let me see your hand. I'm ready to quit and give up. Let me see your hand. Something in life I'm ready to quit on and give up on. Come on, raise your hand high. I'm ready to quit on it. I'm ready to give up on it. Come on, raise it up. All right, what I need you to do is I need you to find a reason to keep going. And if you can find a reason to keep going, I know you're strong enough to do it because you're human. And every human has what it takes to get past whatever they're going through if they decide to. Push through it. Push through it. Tragedy and trials come to everybody. Only the strong survive. I watched my wife when she got diagnosed. I watched my wife have terrible days, and she probably missed 2 days of work the whole time she had MS. I watched her go to work, and I'm like, boo, why in the world would you get up and go to work? You don't even need the money. Why would you do it? It's cold. It's 10 degrees in Michigan, and your MS flare up when it's cold. What are you doing? She said, I can't see my daughter. I can't have my daughter see me weak. Because my daughter gonna be married one day. And my daughter gonna face tragedy one day. And I have to show her how to do it. And so I get up and get dressed and I go to work every day so my baby girl can know how to get through trials. Because one day she ain't gonna be under our roof. And she gonna have to do it alone. And I don't wanna talk. I wanna model what it looks like. Listen to me very closely. Y'all running from obstacles when in fact it's the obstacle that's gonna take you to the next level. Like y'all running from pain, y'all running from challenges. You telling me how difficult your life is. Do you understand it is the difficulty that's gonna prepare you and take you to that next level? Why do you keep crying? Why me, God? Why did I get MS? Why did I get cancer? Why did my mama die? Why did I get fired? Do you understand? Listen. You got through that. You got put through that because what that does, that tension produces greatness. Stop running from it and run to it. Come on, y'all. Y'all gotta hear me. The reason why you do what you do is more critical than what you do. And if why you do what you do is weak, I need you to go back and start all over again. Because if your reasoning is weak, you're not gonna get it done. Why? Because life is going to beat you upside your head. And I'm gonna tell you this, I don't care who you are and what profession you're in. Before you blow up, life will strip you to the core. But if you're weak, you will be broke. And I'm not here because I'm the best. I'm here because they tried to break me and they couldn't.